Yeah, here's the dad tip, and I want to explain because there's some people that have different views, which is great. But I often tell my kids, I'm that dad. I'm like, I love you. Tell me why. And it started out just happenstance. Like they were 5 or 6 years old, and I said, I love you, and they said, I love you too, and I said, tell me why I love you, and they were like, you're my dad, you have to. Like, oh, well, no, that's not why I love you. I don't love you because I have to. And most parents, if you ask your kids that, they'll say the exact same thing. Because you're my dad, because you're my mom. No, that's not why I love you. Right? I love you because you're an amazing human being. I love you because and now it's important they know this, that I love them. It's like, I don't want them to work for my love, but what's more important than me ever loving them is them loving themselves, which is really, really hard for a lot of people. The biggest challenge, the biggest disease we're facing in this world is not the coronavirus, it's not the pandemic. It kills more people than anything else, and that is the lack of self-love. And so I want my kids to grow up loving themselves more than I love them. That's a huge, big importance to me. So how do you do that? So I said that day, I was like, I love you. Tell me why. And they said, you're my dad. You have to. I was like, oh, no, that's not right. I said, no, really, why do I love you? And she said, because I'm awesome. And her whole face changed. She was 5 or 6 years old. She didn't even know what she was saying. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. And my other daughter said, because I'm awesome. And then it just started, like, tell me why I love you. And then it was like, because I'm a good sister, because I'm a good this, because I'm a good, like, and all of a sudden, what are they doing? They're building this Wonder Woman cape. So when the world goes to beat the shit out of them, they've told themselves for all these years that, no, I'm not. They say, you're not enough. No, I am, because I'm smart and funny. They've been programming themselves for all these years to see themselves as strong, powerful women that can rule the world. And that's the basis of I understand that I'm going to program them, that they're going to be programmed. I want to program them with the right beliefs, that they are strong, powerful women that will absolutely rule the world as long as they can see it in themselves. And so now I see it. I have 16-year-old daughters who started their own company, who's running the Chicago Marathon, who's, writing papers on manifestation. I'm saying I see it. And it's not that they don't have any self-doubts like all of us do, but more times than not, they're filling themselves up with the right beliefs. And so to me, I challenge everybody to, facilitate. Now, if I said, hey, you're smart, you're beautiful, they'll listen to it, maybe not. They'll like, oh, you're my dad. It's all with an asterisk next to it. But they believe what they tell themselves. And unfortunately, that critic in our head, normally, most of the time, is not a positive influence. Like, it's, you're not this, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not this. And so I want that critic to be loud. I want it to be loud. And I want it to be positive, saying, no, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm funny, I'm a good Christian, I'm a good sister, I'm a good, all these things that they've been telling themselves forever. So that's the basis of it. And so we've been doing, I've talked about it a long time. They're not working for my love. They know I love them. But what's more important is that they love themselves.